It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Yes, I'm back. Thank you. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. I'm coming to you live. If you're watching me right now, thank you. 6:30, probably 6:30 now, almost 6:33. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time is our start time, Monday through Friday. 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. We are less than 40 new subscribers away from becoming something called a YouTube partner. Now, you're saying, what the hell is a YouTube partner? Well, it's important to me because I have my own media company, Geno Media, which features the Geno Jones Show, building my own platform. I digress. So, when you become a YouTube partner, that means that you'll begin to see YouTube ads at the beginning of the show, maybe toward the end. And when you see that, it means the brother's going to start getting a check from YouTube. That's right. I'll be securing that YouTube bag. So support a black-owned business. Continue to support a black-owned business. And I thank you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to my subscribers that have been there with me from day one, from the door, as they say, from the door. And I appreciate you. Well. Karma is real. The man who I affectionately refer to as Orange Jumpsuit Hitler, a.k.a. one Donald J, and I say the J stands for jackass, Trump, has been indicted for the fourth time, the fourth criminal indictment. A total of 91 charges in those four indictments. So he was indicted in Fulton County, Georgia, Atlanta, by the Fulton County DA. Fulton County is the county that the city of Atlanta, Georgia is in. Fonnie Willis. The sister is not a joke. So let me tell you a little bit about Fonnie Willis. Fonnie Willis was the district attorney. There were some teachers. There was a cheating scandal with some teachers in the Atlanta public schools. And I think virtually all the teachers were black. Now, Fonnie Willis is a black woman. You know, Atlanta is a predominantly African-American city. That's an elected position. Fonnie Willis, and she caught a lot of heat, a lot of flack. But she said they engaged in criminal activity, and she says, if you engage in criminal activity in Fulton County, it is my job to follow the facts and the law. And if the facts say take me to you breaking the law, you're going to catch a case. You're going to catch a charge, and I am going to try to, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to make sure that you serve the penalty for breaking the law in my county. So Fonnie Willis locked up. Several teachers went to jail. And these were like I said, these were African-American teachers. So you could imagine D.A. Willis, she caught some heat from the culture. How could you lock up these teachers, these black women, black men? She said, hey, look, they broke the law. They engaged in a criminal conspiracy. A criminal, she called it, these teachers, part of the Atlanta public school, were engaged in a criminal empire. That's exactly what she hit Orange Jumpsuit Hitler. Not for like falsifying test scores for students, but for trying to overthrow the 2020 presidential election and using her state in her county, right there in Georgia, Fulton County, engaging in just breaking a law, breaking state law, trying to overthrow a duly election or a legitimate because duly appointed president, President Biden, but a legitimate, fair election. The fact that you tried to overthrow that election and you tried to use my county out of many counties, because he did it in Arizona, he tried to do it in Arizona, tried to do it in Michigan, tried to do it in Wisconsin, tried to do it in Pennsylvania, tried to do it in Nevada. But Fonnie Willis said, what you are not going to do, you are not going to come to Fulton County, my county, where I'm the district attorney, with that chicanery and skullduggery, with your criminal enterprise. That's not what we're going to do. So, 18 other, I guess you could call them indicted co-conspirators, because then you had some unindicted co-conspirators. I got a feeling those are folks that I'm not an attorney, I'm not a lawyer. I don't even play one on TV necessarily. However, unindicted co-conspirator usually means that somebody, as they say in the hood, snitched. Somebody flipped. It's like, hey, I am not going to jail for dude, orange jumpsuit Hitler, Donald jackass Trump. What do y'all want to know? I'll tell you, because I didn't know. When I found out about it, I said, he's crazy. You're going to break the law. But he said, I'm the president. I can do what the hell I want to do. Said, okay, good luck with that. Karma's real. You don't have to believe in karma. You don't have to believe in God, a higher power, a supreme being, the law of the universe. Just keep living. The energy that you put out into the world is going to find its way back to you, good or bad. So be very careful about the energy that you send out. And your boy has been sending out, your boy orange jumpsuit has been sending out a lot of negative, hateful. He got over 1,000 people to storm the United States Capitol to engage in a violent attempt to literally violently overthrow the United States government. Wrap your brain around that. A president just lost the election. Just imagine, just substitute orange jumpsuit Hitler, Donald jackass Trump. Just imagine if President Barack Obama did that in 2016. Said, nah, I ain't leaving. I know what the Constitution says. The hell with the Constitution. He'll be like, you know what I think of the Constitution? Just shred it. Rip it up. Just imagine. Think about it. Can you imagine if President Obama would have did that? Man, they'd have tried to execute him. Come on. That's crazy. So Fonnie Willis is not a joke. Mr. Donald jackass Trump indicted, fourth indictment, 41 count indictment, along with 18 co-defendants, I should say. Co-defendants, not co-conspirators, but they were part of what the DA Willis calls a criminal enterprise, a conspiracy, all like synonyms, all words basically used to engage in a criminal act to overthrow. And multiple acts. That's what makes it a conspiracy, this whole thing about RICO. So this term RICO is racketeering. Basically, these are laws that were created for federal government, local governments to prosecute people in the mafia, mob bosses. But basically, it's more than, it's at least two people or more engaging in, I think, at least two or more acts to conspire to commit a crime. That's putting it right there where you can straight, I'm giving it to you straight, no chaser. Put it where the ghosts can get it. So if you're watching me in the barbershop or in the hair salon or at home, or if you're in the airport at the gate waiting on your plane, wherever you are, if you're on a bus or train, you got your earbuds in and you're watching my show live, that's how you do that. That's what that means. So that's what we hear the term RICO cases is. So at least two people or more engage in at least 2 acts or more to commit a crime. That's how you get a RICO charge, buddy. And apparently your boy engaged in over 100. I think I heard they were like 130 examples. It was serious. They was just making up shit. They're Jewish space lasers that's zapping the voting machines. Oh, there's a dead leader in South America, Central America, that's somehow that's using telepathy to change the votes from Trump to Biden. It was just some of the craziest stuff. It was like, have y'all been eating too many edibles? Or have you been back in that 151 Bacardi? No chaser without the Coke and the ice? Y'all just back there just turning the bottle up, drinking it straight. Because they was just making this stuff up as they went by. Even folks that was around, dude, was like, okay, now wait a minute. Now y'all just hold on now. Stop. Y'all just gone too far with this foolishness. Who gonna believe this? Well, believe it or not, there's some folks that actually believe that. So that's where we are. So as a matter of fact, 9 days. So now, Mr. Orange Jumpsuit Hitler and the other 18 co-defendants have until the 25th of August, so they have 9 days to show up in Fulton County Courthouse, or I guess one of the local jails there, and go on in. And they said, listen, we don't care what he used to be. The OJ's had a song, She Used to Be My Girl, She Used to Be My Girl. Stephanie Willis and the sheriffs down in Fulton County said, we don't care what you used to be, who you used to be, but what you are now, you are defendant in a criminal, a state criminal case. So you just been indicted. So you got 9 days to show up, fingerprints, mugshot. So you ain't no different. You are not the president. You are Donald John. Geno called you Donald Jackass Trump with all the dumb stuff that because he didn't believe that he would be indicted, and he really didn't believe that this black woman, because he's a misogynist, sexist, and racist. So when you got a black woman, you got the misogyny, you got the sexism, you got the racism, all converging. It's like probably made his head explode. I'm sure she was all kind of N-word and B words and C words and H words. Like some of his supporters have already been calling her that. She's acknowledged that like publicly. She said, but you know what I'm going to be? I'm going to be the person that's going to hold you accountable and really put you in that orange jumpsuit that Geno talks about with your nickname, since you're big on giving folks nicknames. So now we got a nickname for you, Orange Jumpsuit Hitler. How about it? Not just orange jumpsuit. Because the sister's not playing about putting you in an orange jumpsuit. And then you got the guy, Jack Smith, the case in D.C. I digress. So I just want to get that out the way. So, Usher, let's shift gears here. Shout out to my man Usher's got a brand new song and video called Boyfriend. Now, in the video, Miss KeKe Palmer is Usher's main lady. I guess if the song's called Boyfriend, then maybe KeKe Palmer must be Usher's girlfriend. Now, yesterday, Usher put out like a teaser to the video. He put it up on his Instagram page. And the video opens, you see KeKe Palmer. She's looking good, her hair laid, everything. She was like in a mirror. She was walking. I think that she's sitting in front of like a mirror. It looks like in a dressing room. And then you see Usher just strolling. They, fade to another scene, cut to another scene. Usher got his pimp walk on. Got his what? Peace up, A down. That's how you do it. Peace up, A down, A town down. You got the whole vibe going there. And so there's a lyric, so you see Usher walking, and then you hear some lyrics from the song Boyfriend, and I'm quoting the lyric, somebody says, your boyfriend's looking for me. And then that's it. I'm like, whoo-hoo, Usher. Shout out to Usher and your team. Man, y'all went viral. That's cold-blooded. Man, that's cold-blooded. Now, you know, KeKe had a boyfriend, but I think this dude, Darren Jackson, as a matter of fact, that's her baby daddy. You know, she recently had a baby a little over a year ago, and I think the brother's name was Darren Jackson. Now, I've heard that they ain't boyfriend and girlfriend. They may be baby mama, baby daddy, but I've heard several sources seen on social media platforms that they are not, they maybe not be. He might not be her boyfriend. Man, Usher, you wrong for that, dude. But it was brilliant. I got to give him his props. So, now what started all this? So, apparently KeKe was just out kicking it, having a good time. So, KeKe went to Vegas. And when she was in Vegas, she went to see Usher, who was doing his Las Vegas residency, doing his show out there in Vegas. And I heard that show was fire. Got some family members in the ATL. Shout out to Cheryl Duncan. What up, cuz? And her husband, Kenny. What up there, cuz? So, cuz said, man, Usher's show was on fire. Now, she wasn't there the night that KeKe Palmer was there. So, Usher sees KeKe Palmer, and he has her come up on the stage, and then he's singing to her, singing, serenading, doing his thing. Yeah, he's singing. But apparently Darren Jackson wasn't. And KeKe had on, she got on like this kind of like sheer, kind of see-through outfit, I think. You know, you see through the cheeks a little bit, was, you know, whatever. Dude claimed he wasn't happy about this outfit. You're showing so much body. I'm paraphrasing. You're exposing yourself. We're supposed to be a family, and you just had a baby, and we're a family, and how could you do that? What dude was really upset with, not so much the outfit, the fact that Usher was, you know, moving nice and slow, like his song, Nice and Slow, kind of getting, you know, up on her, doing his thing, singing to her with that see-through outfit on. But he played it right, and then so KeKe's boyfriend, or baby daddy, went on social media. It's like, and then everybody, all KeKe's fans attacked him. You know, dudes is like clowning him and trolling him, and you should have just kept that in-house, bruh. Darren, man, look, hey, just, y'all gotta have, that's a conversation that you and her should have. And nobody else should hear or know about. And keep it moving. And if y'all can't work it out, then keep it moving. You know, co-parent and keep it moving. Now, I don't know. It looks like KeKe may have already, like, kept it moving and moved on. I don't know. But shout out to Usher. Man, that was brilliant. And so all that happened, that whole incident, and then Usher tried to play it off. He said, hey, no, I'm just having fun. But now I got to make sure that, you know, if I sing to somebody, I'm, you know, because people are calling him like a domestic terrorist. Usher, the domestic terrorist. He's a homebreaker. He's blowing up, destroying happy homes. Hey, nobody can destroy your happy home unless that person who was in that home is not happy. That's just, nobody can make somebody do something they don't want to do. If that happens, it's a crime. It's called rape, or attempted rape, or sexual assault. So this is all consensual on film, but like I said, Usher had his clothes on. Now KeKe she had them closed, even though you could see through them, but it was just, look. She was like, this is just an innocent moment. I'm out here with my girls just having fun. Dude, stop tripping. I'm going to come back home to you. Look, we got a baby together, so if if you play your cards right, when I get home, hey, you know what time it is. Fellas, I'm going to tell you something my grandfather taught me and told me when I was a little boy. And I was so young, I didn't get it when he first, but I never forgot it. Because he told it to me probably maybe 2, maybe 3 times. I'm thinking, I can really think of 2 times in my life. And my grandfather was, like I said, the wisest person I ever met. And I guess this was his way of talking to me about the birds and the bees. He was like, but he was in essence telling me to, you be respectful. He's like, what's between her legs? I'll never forget. My mother watching me right now, she's probably gonna crack up and almost like fall out of her chair. Because I never told her this, so she'd find it out right now. But my grandfather, Conway Jones, said, what's between your legs is yours, and what's between her legs is hers. And you don't own no woman. That was basically it. He didn't say nothing else. I don't even know where that came from. I was something on TV. I think it was something on TV was talk about, a woman being raped. I kind of vaguely remember something that was on TV or some kind of conversation that caused him to say that to me. Now don't ask, how old was that when he first said that? I don't think the first time, I quite hit puberty. I was probably close to it. I was playing baseball and stuff but I swear to God, I remember that. I know my mother's she's probably laughing. I guarantee you, I know she's posting something or laughing. So the lesson, fellas, is that you don't own a woman. Listen, just try to own yourself and be the best version of yourself. Some people say, oh, that's mine. And well, okay. We're not property. You don't own anybody. Somebody can wake up in the morning and be like, for whatever reason, I ain't feeling you no more. It can happen. And that's where a lot of dudes get caught up. They get twisted, in the misogyny and the sexism and, insecurity, immaturity, all that kicks in. It's like, and I'm going to say it again, fellas, 2 of the most unattractive things to a woman is a man that is insecure and immature. And probably the only thing that's worse than that is a man that's physically violent. That's like totally that's at number 1. Nothing else is even close to that. That's in his own separate category. But outside of a criminal act of domestic violence, physical and verbal and mental abuse, put them all in that category over there. But an insecure, immature man, you're going to wind up like KeKe Palmer's baby daddy. Your woman going to be in Usher's next video, talking about, somebody told me your boyfriend's looking for me. I'm right. Now I just add that other part. I'm starting stuff. See, come on, G. Start starting stuff. Somebody says your boyfriend's looking for me. I'm right here. Holler at me. Holler if you hear me. I'm right here, partner. What's up? What? No. That's a sign of immaturity. Don't get into all that. Just another pearl of wisdom from Conway Jones. He taught me one day. He pointed at his chest where his heart is. He said, if it's not there, you can't put it there. And that is so true. So men and women, you can't, if it's not in a person's heart to love you and to treat you with respect and to love you the way that you want and need to be loved, ladies and men, then take the L as in leave. Because you can't, I don't care, you can try to be the nicest person, you can acquiesce to every need, want, and desire, you can shower them with gifts, money, houses, cars, sex on demand, let them have other people that they see sexually, and hey, you can do whatever. If it ain't there for you, And those are some of the wisest words that you will ever hear from anybody, courtesy of Conway Jones. Because, oh my God, was he so right. And we could save ourselves a lot of headache, a lot of anxiety, stress, and worse. When we realize when it's clear, Maya Angelou says when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time they show you. When they really show you that it is not there in their heart to love you, be gone. I know it's not easy, because sometimes those are a person that you might have been married to, or you've been emotionally involved, you've got kids. I get it, but I'm just telling you, if it is not there, you can't put it there. And all you're going to do is cause yourself heartache, and it's going to lead to anger and resentment, and then all the things that come behind that. None of them are good. I'm just saying. Happy birthday today, August 15th, my man Anthony Anderson. So, Mr. Anthony Anderson, I loved him on Blackish. The Johnsons, him and Tracy Ellis Ross, but he was like doing a thing, Law and Order, so he's versatile. He's a comedian too, and a funny brother. So he was in Hustle and Flow, one of my favorite movies, shot in Memphis, Tennessee, when I was working in Memphis, where I was actually supposed to have a role in Hustle and Flow. I talked about that earlier. Shout out to Craig Brewer, and then John Singleton put Craig Brewer on, and then John Singleton put his people on instead of Craig Brewer's people for the most part. So that's how I didn't get a role in Hustle and Flow. But I was happy for Craig Brewer. Anthony Anderson was in there, of course. My girl Taraji. It's hard out here for a pimp. And my man Terrence Howard, he played the hell out of that role. Taraji could have gotten an Academy Award for that, because she was killing that role. Yes, she was the main one. Yes, she my main. Happy birthday to United States Congresswoman from California, Maxine Waters, turned 85 today. She said, if you come for me, I'm coming for you. So just know, I am not to be played with. She was still to like all the orange jumpsuit Hitlers, folks that was hating on her and threatening her. She's like, and they was like, yo, Maxine, dial it down. She's like, look, her district is like South Central LA. I think Compton. So Auntie Maxine is not to be played with. Okay? She's one of them sisters you can F around and find out if you want to. I would advise you not to F around with her and find out. But Maxine Waters, yeah. You don't want them problems. So happy 85th birthday to Sister Maxine Waters, doing some great work. Proud of you. And happy heavenly birthday, speaking of Los Angeles, to rapper Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was tragically murdered in 2019 right in front of he had a store. You know, brother's doing a lot of good opening up businesses in South Central. Nipsey Hussle would have been 38 today, born on this day in 1985. Shout out once again to everybody that's watching the show there, my number one fan. Thank you, Mother. I'll talk to you after this show. All right, listen, let me get out of here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, and you, and you, and especially you and God most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m., 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, or in St. Louis, down in Memphis, or in Houston, 5:30 in New Orleans, Central Time, 3:30 out in Los Angeles, up in Portland, out in San Francisco, and prayers out to the people, our brothers and sisters, our fellow Americans on the island of Maui, out in the Hawaiian Islands. It is 1:30 p.m. Let's continue to lift him up in prayer, and if you can, a $10 donation to the American Red Cross, support But for the grace of God, what happened in Maui could happen anywhere. Don't think it can. Because these folks don't believe in global warming. My grandmother said, you don't believe fat meat is greasy. You don't believe fat meat's greasy. Okay. All right, everybody. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. You can check Markel Bailey and Designer Cuts. Check out his work because the brother is amazing. Kel B Cutting Up. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones is the drip director, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, along with my man, Mr. Bruce Gage, who's been dressing me for over 3 decades. Over 3.5 decades. His signature line, Mario Uomo collection, and the Flyball collection. Allie Jones, wardrobe consultant, stylist, fashion designer, future superstar fashion designer, brilliant, talented young African-American female fashion designer. Check out her LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi collection. She's like on that machine doing her crochet. She did a special summer crochet line, which is going to lead into the fall. But she has a special summer collection, crochet gear. So she has a crochet swimsuit. She did 2 pieces, 1 pieces, crochet tops, crochet leggings, these beautiful crocheted handbags for ladies or guys if you want a handbag. She can crochet one for you. These crocheted little scullies or beanie caps. She actually made one for me for my birthday. So check out her summer crochet line, and then she's got some other. She's done denim, so she's got other clothing. But so her signature this summer, she did a special summer crochet line, part of the LX.NCL _ is that little dash at the end. LX.NCL _ at the end, dash at the end and at the bottom end of LX.NCL. Bruce Gage, his signature collection, Mario Uomo and Flyball. Check it out on Instagram. It's Miglio di Mario Uomo. That's an Italian name. So MIGLIODI, Miglio D-I, MARIO UOMO, MIGLIODI MARIO UOMO. That's pronounced Uomo. It's Italian. Mario Uomo. Mario Uomo. All right, everybody. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Wednesday, 6:30. If you missed some of this episode, go back and binge watch the beginning of the show. Go back and binge watch yesterday's show. Definitely go back and binge watch all last week. And definitely binge watch last Monday and Tuesday. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm going to get a folding chair. I'm going to come on camera. The new symbol of black unity and black power is that folding chair that was invented by a black man in 1947. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, morning. If you're watching me live, I appreciate it. Have a great evening, unless you're way out somewhere where it's still afternoon, or morning if you're watching me maybe in Japan or somewhere, in China. I don't know if China, they may block this show because the truth, they ain't really cool with the truth. But if you're watching it anywhere in Asia, good morning to you if you're watching me live. My brothers and sisters in Africa, it's like early morning, late in the night, early morning. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Q, a consultant who I believe is back on the motherland continent, I believe back in Nigeria, who I know watches me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send her this episode. She's like, Geno, you got fans over here in Africa watching Nigeria. She was, I think, I know she was some other African countries. So she said, you got some fans on the continent, the motherland on the continent back home. I said, well, that's good to know. Thank you for watching, everybody. I love each and every one of you. Pray for peace. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. We'll see you live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Holla!
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.